It's been warm. It's been a lot warmer right now than it usually is this time of year. The unseasonably high temperatures can cause problems for plants. Victoria Bailey went to a farm to learn about the impact the weather is having.
My strawberry crop is probably 2 or 3 weeks ahead of where it was last year.
Melvin Ellis is co-owner of Mayhew Tomato Farm, and he says it's not time to plant tomatoes yet, but his strawberries are already beginning to arrive.
I expect to be picking strawberries in really late March unless the weather changes dramatically.
And it's those dramatic changes that could cause some problems over the next few weeks. MSU professor of horticulture Richard Harkis says the higher the mercury gets in February, the more confused the plants become.
When the weather fluctuates wildly with the cool temperatures, warm temperatures, cool temperatures, warm temperatures, it really throws the plants out of balance. Because when it gets cool, the plants need a certain amount of cool to get through the winter to stay dormant. When it gets warm, they start coming out of dormancy. When it gets cool again, especially if it gets cold and going down to freezing, then the plants become damaged.
Harkis says the warm temperatures could also extend an invitation for unwanted pests to stick around.
It's possibly or potentially a problem in that with cold winter temperatures, especially some of the pests that overwinter in the soil, if they're in the upper levels of the soil, they may freeze and it will diminish the population. And so with a real warm winter, we might see higher levels of insects overwintering, and so it could result in higher pesticide application rates to control those pests this coming year.
Ellis says the same way people wear jackets when it's cold,
Those frost covers will protect me down till about 26 or 7 degrees.
the plants need protection from Mother Nature as well.
We have to protect the flowers from cold weather, and so we use if you'll think of it's a linen material. It almost looks like the cloth material that's underneath your box springs, except the sheets that we put out are 30 feet wide by 200 feet long, and we'll cover almost 2 acres with that material when we're looking at a hard freeze in the spring.
In Mayhew, I'm Victoria Bailey for WCBI News.
Victoria, thank you. Harvest season for the strawberries is the beginning of April.